I'd like to really understand, how did you end up working as a product and marketing and sales leader in the space of artificial intelligence?
For me, I'm a trained engineer. And then I also was very intrigued by the marketing side of the business. I like to see the connection between the product that gets designed and developed and how it fits in the marketplace.
Why is real-time marketing and why is real-time life value optimization of importance in retail?
In retail, whether it was my years at Staples, right, we would know that a customer in the store, it was really important to engage that customer because you had that customer in your store. Soon they would be out of your store. Or in the online space, when they came to your website, it was important to engage them on the website in real time, or else they would leave you. You have their mind share at that time. They're there for a purpose, and it's your opportunity to engage them one-to-one. So that's the incredible importance of real-time engagement. Now, where AI comes in and why it's such a critical enabler of, for example, real-time engagement is the ability to process customer history, the ability to process what the customer is doing, whether it's on the website or potentially in the store, what the customer has done before with your email. All that stuff gets factored in and gives you a good sense of what that customer's interests are. The core measure, right, of any customer franchise for a retailer is customer lifetime value. Just taking any type of interpreted concern of the customer and reinforcing the value of that particular retailer to overcome any of the concerns that the customer may be feeling. And in that case, when you're in real time and you're highly relevant, you're building the relationship. The customer walks away thinking, wow, you really know me, you really get me. I really love doing business with this retailer. You know, the most effective execution for the total immersive experience where you cover those middle customer engagement elements that you've referred to, recognizing a customer that walks into the store, greeting that customer, helping clearly is in high-end apparel. There's a number of retailers that do it there. And of course, the margin profile, the expense, the lifetime value of that potential customer, everything aligns perfectly with the high spend that one has to do to deliver that type of experience. One of our patterns, if you will, as we think about any of the digital engagements is that trusted sales rep in the old shoe store where you would walk in and that trusted rep knew your style preferences and knew your size and understood your family and would then walk you over to the right item and maybe even give you a little discount there. And you loved going back to that retailer, that shoe salesperson within that shoe store because you had that personalized experience. So, we don't put real people in play here, but what we do is we inform real people what they could do, and we deliver messages like that in real time so that it's maybe we'll call it the next best thing than having that trusted sales rep next to you. And usually that's a bellwether because many retailers look and say, how are they doing it? How effective is it? What are customers, are they gravitating towards it? And it is a fantastic experience when it happens. It's concierge level experience and the channels blur. It becomes super effective to use the online space to identify what you're looking for and to be able to then highlight them and walk into the store and have that. More of the mass merchants, it's hard to do because the margin profiles aren't there, the stores are so large, and so there needs to be other ways. But if the experience works and if the experience is what customers are looking for, there are ways to be able to deliver.
What are the most relevant technology enablers of the last few years that are making this vision a reality?
I actually think there's probably equal revolution, if you will, on the technology side and on the analytics side. So on the analytics side, the advent of machine learning, as a form of AI, right, has enabled everybody, particularly, we use Markov chains. And so therefore we know sequencing, we can predict sequencing in real time using all kinds of data inputs. The computing power that now exists today allows us to run those analytics, taking all that data in and doing it in real time. The second major change on the tech side, I would say, is you have infinite computing capability and infinite data storage. And so two huge limitations that existed a few years back are now out of the picture.
You talked when we were preparing this interview about a very interesting case that has to do with something that we do very often. So going to refuel our cars. Can we take a closer look in this area and see how machine learning is used and what type of customer experience is enabled?
Take the largest fuel provider in the world, I believe, ExxonMobil, which is a customer of ours. And what we do is we connect their gas stations to the service centers to the convenience stores. And where the intelligence comes in, every customer is evaluated individually, and every customer will have maybe a different engagement mechanism. So some customers may be customers that aren't at the gas station frequently enough that they're not providing Exxon with all their gas purchases. And so we read that data and we provide an incentive to get them to capture greater share of wallet. Others may not have shopped in the convenience store. And so what we're doing is we're getting them to go into the convenience store because we recognize that customers who shop the fuel plus the convenience store are better customers overall for Exxon. And then finally, the service centers, whether it's oil changes or whether it's a car wash, things along those lines are also areas that if you have a customer that's already purchasing in one, the fuel, and two, in the C-store, get them into the service centers. Prior to using this one-to-one loyalty engagement, it would take Exxon 2 years to mature a customer. By using one-to-one, it cut that time by 75%. So in a quarter of the time, you're able to get the customer to maximum lifetime value. You're getting as much of the fuel business as you are from them. You're getting as much of the service business and much of the C-store business. The AI enables the individualized engagement by assessing each customer in real time and engaging each customer with an individualized offer. And you don't see it. All you do is you see a message at the pump, or you see an email message, or you see a message in your mobile device, or whatever, right? Whatever the form of loyalty is that that is used, that the customer prefers, that they don't see anything more to it. It's invisible to them.